Hi everyone. So it's just after the lunar vote, and I feel like I'm giving my confessional. You know how like in Survivor when they like it's at the start of the episode, they're coming home from the boat and it shows them like, it's nighttime and they're giving their confessionals. That's what I feel like I am. Do you hear the little fireflies? That's not firefly. That's not the sound the fireflies make. Yeah, but anyways, I have thoughts. Lunar's final words about the basically the trio, which I already knew about because Nick revealed that to the Alliance chat with me in his ear. Which is promising that Nick is sort of like I think maybe he's been swayed to our side. However, it does mean that the three of them had some form of control, and they might still have. So, and here's why: like they had some form of control over the tribe, and they probably had a bunch of little four-person alliances. And these guys think they're so sneaky. This is what men do, okay? What's new? They're men. But yeah, so I want to say that it might be possible that Nick is like it's sort of like a smoke screen to sort of play up their like they're trying to make like themselves appear like not as close by like going at each other. But I kind of doubt it because Nick is putting so much suspicion on David having the idol. And if they were close, even if they wanted to the smokescreen, they wouldn't want to put so much suspicion about David having the idol. Because theoretically, then he would know about the idol, and why would he want to put that on David? So I kind of just think that Nick is actually, like, I think he did turn around. I think he actually kind of did get mad at David for not telling about his idol. Because let's be real. David or Austin has the idol. I'm pretty sure. Maybe Nick. Nick might have it and is give that man an Oscar if he does. But what I know for sure though is that David is very, very shady and lies like he lies like you wouldn't believe. This man lies. And Austin leaks. Well, no, David leaks, and then Austin leaks to David. Yeah. So, and then Nick is like wanting to like constantly throw hands with David at like every opportunity, and I have to be like, hold on, sit back down, let's touch some grass, come on. And yeah, that I feel like I feel like I have to manage my rowdy. I feel like I'm a mom that has to manage my rowdy boys, and it's tiring. Okay, I feel like I need a spa day or something, man. But yeah. So that the thing that Lunar said, it's not news to me. Nick had already told me that they had a trio chat, which already did put me on edge, like kind of keeping my little eyes out for Nick, because I'm like, okay, what's weird? You now are revealing this to me, so it's good, but also the fact that I was underestimating you, so now I gotta make sure I don't underestimate you, because I could find myself in deep shit. So yeah. So I think basically when we first marooned, I think what not first marooned, but like at the beginning of the game, what happened was the trio of David, Austin, and Nick formed up, and they're like, okay, in order for us to, especially because Nick was so obsessed, is so obsessed with having a majority, that he formed up four-person alliances with like a bunch of different people. I was one of them. Lunar was one of them. I wouldn't be surprised if like Miguel was one of them, if Azir was also one of them. I have a feeling maybe it was a four-person like everyone on the tribe, or at least most of us on the tribe, but at least me and Lunar. So this, and I just feel like it makes sense that it would be more than just me and Lunar, because why would they vote Lunar out in that case? I feel like I feel like Miguel is the most likely, like they had a fourth alliance, and maybe Azir too. But that's just my thoughts. There's definitely other 4% alliances. Like I was fourth for all that it's worth, I was fourth. Can I say that I knew it? I think I had said it earlier, but I think I might have been like paranoid thoughts or whatever. I may have wrote it off as paranoid thoughts, but I know it. I should trust my gut. Now I do think I'm swinging them back over to side, or like I'm kind of sweet talking them, but I still have to be wary of them. I do think that they can be good shields for me, especially David and Nick, because they're very loud and upfront, and David's a chaotic little shit, and Nick is sort of just always wants to get his way. Although he didn't like fight it too much here, but he had some IRL stuff going on, but he pretty much is very adamant about getting his way. So Austin's a little bit more quiet, but he leaks to David, and that's problematic. Yeah, I feel like I'm decently close to Jules, and I feel like I've kind of gotten her trust. I feel like Azir and I share something. I feel like Jules and Azir are like very reliable, and I'm nervous that if we are to go to tribal again, Jules would be on the chopping block, and I don't know if I'd be able to save her because the alternative would be going, because I'm sure I would technically be able to save her in a world that like lean into Nick's plan of wanting to vote David. However, that would imply like Austin getting left out of the vote, and then that, I keep around, that would mean that I keep around an ally, I save Jules, but then in return I make an enemy out of Austin, and that seems like a bad move. But I don't know, I haven't really thought about it, and that's in the future, so let's not manifest that. We're gonna win immunity, okay? But yeah, we got a reward challenge first. Anyways, yeah, so that's just, I wanted to talk about that. Oh, something of note is that apparently David told Azir to bank their vote, and Azir got real sussed out by that and proceeded not to bank their vote. So that was interesting. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't bank their vote, but I guess that's fine. But yeah, I was trying to think of like my dynamic on the tribe, because it's very clear that like that it was the trio that had been running the game, but I don't know if, like, it does seem like I'm pretty maybe under the radar right now, because I wasn't getting called out. It seems like the trio is the one receiving the focus, but I don't actually know if I'm like, am I actually in a decently good spot, or am I still the number 4? Yeah, it does seem like I thought maybe I'd be in a good spot, because like I have them kind of going at each other, and I just sort of keep feeding into that, like this, and that's my goal, to keep feeding into that. Like, I just kind of obliged Austin and was like, oh yeah, you know what, you're right, Nick's basically, you're right, Nick's kind of crazy with that theory. Yeah, we need to keep the peace with their beef, okay? But yeah, it was really funny to see that, like, after Lunar dropped that like bomb after they got eliminated, Austin just running into my DMs and say, full transparency, this happened. And then I just like people to notice that David did not do that. How dumb does he think I am? Hey, at least Austin, I mean, it was something I already knew. Not knew, I didn't know I had it with Lunar, but I did know they were a trio, and that's basically what Lunar was revealing, is that they were a trio, so I knew, I was aware of what Lunar was kind of revealing, even if it wasn't, like, specifically they had a foursome. I kind of just had a feeling that the foursome was inevitable. Sorry. Yeah. I'm tired. Yeah. But yeah, like, Austin at least, like, ran to me and was at least trying to, like, make amends. What happened to David? David's like, maybe she didn't see that. I don't know, though. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'll have to think about how I feel about that information. And we'll see. Or what I would do if we were going to another tribal, because it's kind of hard. I think it makes things a lot complicated. I think it's a lot less clear-cut next tribal. And, like, I could vote Jules out, but I do feel like she's a number for me. So we'll see. Alright, just wanted to do that. Just wanted to say those couple things. Bye!